Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh no, he got stuck
right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch.
I got Gordon starting, right? Yeah.
Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right, and he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
Yes, sir.
Feet down, did he? Yes.
Let's go.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by the NFL's MVP from 2019, now in his 4th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, I think he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack.
Ooh,
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Jackson.
Ah, dang it.
And he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Al Woods able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield.
He's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34.
Let's go.
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they get to the football. It's
yes, sir.
It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Let's go.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air.
Let's go.
He's not going to get there, so he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be... decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Gordon on first down. Powers through him. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ooh, that did not look like an interception.
And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Yes.
Trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Kaepernick.
Oh, what?
Behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Kaepernick now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on the but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. The left side completion to Jones.
No.
So close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Gordon. And he'll get
yes, sir.
End zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Melvin Gordon taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan?
Look
or do
to
we
the
just
stream.
need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Oh, stat. Got another one. Look to the stream, everybody.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Matt.
Ah, come here.
And he's upended at the 33.
No.
A good pickup of 8.
Don't you run from me.
Touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42.
Let's go.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Kaepernick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Mo Alley Cox from 8 yards out. And
let's
the
go.
Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Preston Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Fielded just inside the 20.
Oh, no. He got me.
Big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Kaepernick now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Stupid Cowgirls are winning. Yeah.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now.
Wait, what?
Under these guys.
What?
Start playing better
they catch it?
And start getting guys on the ground.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Okay.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Now Kaepernick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was close.
He's been slinging in the first half. You expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a handoff. This is Gordon.
Come on.
He's taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury.
Yeah.
It pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Al Woods able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Jackson working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On the return is Peterson.
Ow.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. 2nd quarter here. He has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Flushed out right.
I didn't mean to do that.
He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Stupid mistake.
That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
On the return, Tremont Smith.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it's the Cleveland Browns who will fight on as they were able to eliminate the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
The name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their
welcome to the stream, everybody.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering,
I appreciate y'all for joining me.
How are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Washington's got it.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Jackson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jackson now. To the right side and complete to Washington. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline.
The free.
The Colts now as they get ready for
why
their
y'all
first
still
possession on
act like
offense
play is
of the
going?
second half. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw, Kaepernick. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught by Anderson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse.
Scary.
Instead,
what up, Ed?
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a
little bit. I didn't even know you sent me a thing.
Yeah, man.
Sack of the game instead. They were able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
I guess I'll take the field goal.
The Colts call on their field goal unit here. Sanders' kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5.
Bruh, this would have been a shutout if I'd have hit the right button.
Yeah, it happened.
Not going to bring this one out, so they will begin.
I was trying to slide. I was in between trying to throw it, and the quarterback was about to be on a run, and I couldn't remember where the line was at, and I got past it. I hit R1 instead of square, and I fumbled it, and they picked it up and went the other way with it.
Who could make a play against all odds,
like,
and can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers, they probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again here with Mack.
I'm surprised he didn't fumble it there. Ooh.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Jackson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Peterson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And there are the
Stupid
numbers.
Cowgirls are winning. Of course, they already had to start their players.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit
start
to the guys
Zeke
on the other
and
side of the ball.
Dak.
They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play.
I got
a lot of times
stuff.
you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
97 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Jones has
that was a close throw. Being intercepted.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Play action. Now Kaepernick.
He'll
be brought down by the Broncos. It's a
no. Micah Parsons finally got me.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the
what you doing, Ed?
seconds of this 3rd quarter.
I am
playing. What you playing?
Here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Madden, where else will I play?
I don't know. You playing anything you want.
Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
What did he?
Here's Jackson. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Al Woods getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Jackson. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ah, come on. I couldn't pick it off. No.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
He'll pick it up again.
Linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Gordon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kaepernick going to throw.
What the heck? Why couldn't I get him in front of it?
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
He didn't get that.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, crap ain't nothing challenge. He can get both feet in bounds.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This to the outside for Mack. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So the completion good for just 3. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now it's Jackson. Complete to Washington. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jackson looking to throw on third, and he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Whoa. What's going on?
But then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier.
Oh, dang, he was wide open. Jeez.
Touchdown, Denver. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive
What'd you do?
smiles on its faces. And
Almost run it back for return.
Back in training
Dang.
camp, they knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Colts on
Hey,
third down.
this,
2 for 5 to this
Hello.
point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Kaepernick to
I
throw.
can't do anything. Don't watch.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it.
Where are you?
4th.
How many games? Never mind. How many games you played today?
None.
None.
To throw is Kaepernick. He's going to have his running.
I watch games all day long.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I see.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. Out to his left. He completes it to Beckham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this will be caught.
Yes.
And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. on Jackson on first down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Kaepernick looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
What the freak? Why did throw right to him? Gee.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dumps this one off to Mack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd and 9.
No.
To throw is Jackson. This goes to Mack on the check down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last shot for Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.
Andy, you good to advance it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Oh, I get Cleveland. Oh no. I didn't want to click that again. Tyrann Mathieu. Darren Waller. Oh boy. Who they got as quarterback? Oh, Trevor Lawrence. Huh. Yeah, Nick Foles too. Er.
What in the world, man? Why can't I throw a touchdown?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Since when does a defensive end run as a linebacker? You got to be kidding me.
I'll be back.
All right.
I had to go nature.
Oh.
Yeah. I was hanging up clothes and then it hit me. Yeah. Oh,
Hmm?
Mark. I don't know what you doing.
I kind of got a feeling what he's doing, but
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Er. Uh.
did I just play them?
Let me play this one while I'm at it. Yeah.
Oh, great. I got Julio Jones.
Ooh.
Oh, God, and they got Von Miller.
Ooh.
Yeah, I might lose this one.
No. No, you won't.
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's the AFC Championship game.
Wow.
EA Sports.
Yeah.
It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cleveland Browns.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Colin Kaepernick.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done, and that's entirely true.
You know what? I just want to see what he can do.
Defense, special team, running the football, but in the
Case Keenum.
all the pressure
Why would you even try that?
And he has to play well and play a really
I'll play him for a little bit.
team to win.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself.
What?
No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Keenum. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run on first down.
Oh.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people. Allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
Oh, okay. My bad, Kaepernick.
Jones, 48 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively.
I was trying Case Keenum out for a couple plays, and the next play I put Kaepernick in. He throws a touchdown pass.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. That that time a 6-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field. It can take off and run when under duress.
They go play action with Lawrence. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up.
I thought he fumbled it.
Out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your linebacker. Good job there.
How does the defensive lineman run stride for stride my running back? I don't understand that.
I don't know.
No, he didn't that time.
Let's see.
Catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Dropped
it's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
What?
I let them score.
Each team's had it. Each
Why?
team has scored. 7-7
I wasn't trying
here
to.
as the kick's away.
Sure.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Okay.
You good, Zach?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was checking out other streams real quick.
For a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now this one complete on the slant route. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play.
Yeah, what up, Mark?
A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that.
I figured you'd get on.
He can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second downs.
Oh, okay.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency.
I thought about trying it out tonight. Man.
Take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk.
I ain't halfway done yet.
I think I'm about the same place Sandy is. No, he's a little bit ahead of me.
There on the first down run.
It's
second and 4. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that's checked down to Gordon. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
I know this made me jump in the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, it's Gordon. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. To throw, Kaepernick.
Oh, he caught that.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical.
Darn
and
it.
that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Kaepernick now to throw. Open man is Anderson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. These two teams all tied after one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he couldn't quite.
Come on, let me get the touchdown.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling.
At least you could score a touchdown, Zach.
Huh.
Now Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone.
What are you talking about?
Wind up incomplete. Down this close
I ain't threw a passing touchdown in 6 quarters.
I am. man,
The heck?
I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation.
Then we don't need to play Super Bowl tonight.
That gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Oh, I can run the ball. That's no problem.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Melvin Gordon punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field.
There we go.
Run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
I downloaded H1Z1 one time, and then I don't remember why I didn't try it.
They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it back to Sanders. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Second.
Wait, Sam Mark. Ooh. Hey.
Up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
What are you talking about, Zach?
What?
On the ground, it's Mostert to
Kendrick said, y'all, let's play the Rocket League. I said, good luck getting you and Mark on that.
Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Dang, you hate that man now.
They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be upended here.
My score's a little better than yours, Zach.
Getting it out to the 25.
What?
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played very well because it was a drag route.
It does look.
And he ran it a little shallower than normal.
Starting to lock up now, hopefully.
He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Flushed out right.
Ah! Ooh, he fumbled it. Yeah.
The Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Let's go.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but
12.
that's the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Now Gordon on first down. And he sneaks his way
What? Do we all have PUBG?
Here, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Levante. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league,
why can't you just let me have a passing touchdown?
To win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind?
I will keep throwing it until I get one.
For the best ones,
yeah,
it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that.
There it is.
Confidence gets tested a little bit.
Finally.
Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown. That'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. On second down, Gordon once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 64 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing?
Hey,
nice. Secondary guys have to make a lot of tackles.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On second down, they'll run.
Freak.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them.
I love doing that, tripping over on offensive lineman's feet.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, no.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range.
Okay, there's 2 passing touchdowns.
But as you said, they picked it up.
I just had to get back in the rhythm.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
Oh, I just activated Brady's X Factor.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And that's going to be incomplete.
Get that out of here.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
I blocked the field goal, actually, in the Denver game. Yeah.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Whoa. Let's see you hit the guardrail, Mark.
And the offense heading back out onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction.
Come on, man.
That's exactly what
Started out 4
and we'll see if that continues.
No, 3 for
that
3,
one drops
I think.
down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Sets up the screen to Gordon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And how about this? A fake. And this is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field at 1st down as they get 12 on the fake punt.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before.
Please call timeout.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Kaepernick.
Back on it. I'm making too many mistakes.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On first down, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. Final play of the half, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right, and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks as always. One half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC championship. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A give, the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he just parted the Red Sea to the 35-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Lawrence on third down. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Lawrence on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Get rocked.
7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on.
I don't know. It looks pretty similar to PUBG. Well, not very similar, but you know.
The way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This ain't for me.
Look at my score, Zach.
I see your score. Look at my score.
They'll run
I said it's boring.
Getting the carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45.
I got back in the rhythm.
I'm shaking on the edge of my seat.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's how I was the last game in Jacksonville.
Here's Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to have
Can't slow him down.
At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
Oh, my
They'll
goodness.
take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now Colin Kaepernick in the offense heading back out onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Levante David in on the tackle. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive.
Oh, wow, that's scored a touchdown. Yeah.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often. I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. Touchdown, Colts. Melvin Gordon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly. The running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front.
They can do either one.
For the touchdown.
All right, or either 3. If you count the mobile.
This will not be returned. It'll come out to
Andy done reached level 7 now in that.
Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
Heck yeah.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards.
352 and 5 touchdown passes.
Jeez.
Jalen Waddle, 144 receiving yards.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of
I just picked him up not too long ago.
On that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
Oh, man. I'm about to go to Sheets.
On third down, Lawrence.
Yeah, man.
The kidder here, it's complete. And they'll get him down about 3
you scored, sir.
Finally, I shut him down. Jeez.
And that's going to make it 4th
Nice.
down.
About time. I get to upgrade Tom Brady? What the heck?
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns send out their punter now. As he'll kick
That's weird. I've only scored 1 touchdown a quarter.
I've done that.
This is taken at the 15.
The block didn't come down as far as I thought he would.
50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Leonard Williams able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
What the freak? Why couldn't I tackle him?
This one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
No problem there on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick six.
Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Melvin Gordon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game.
So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Ooh.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they are in need of points.
Are you in a ghillie suit?
No doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a
freaking fullback, man.
And you and I both know
keep me alive.
You need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
Oh, no.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Juke you a whole lot, right?
They updated it.
You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range.
Not too long ago.
Once he gets his mitts on the ball,
I think it's the 5th.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. A slant to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers,
just about it,
or something like that.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now Kaepernick. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Kaepernick looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the second quarter, barring a penalty. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Kaepernick to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Whoa, that's weird. Well, it's the same completion, right? Pikachu. Andy, for a second there, I didn't think I was going to meet you in the Super Bowl at all. He ain't even here. Nope. No, he probably, like, gone. Yeah.
Do what?
Oh, there he is.
I
He
said I
just...
had to go to Sheets.
Oh. Wait, you done back?
Yeah.
Whoa. I said, I almost thought I wasn't going to be playing you in the Super Bowl.
Really?
I about lost it. I had
Really?
to tighten up at the end.
No, I was like,
I won it.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I scared myself. I won it.
You might beat me anyway.
I don't know. I got to tighten up a lot better than I did that game. It was like, I don't know. I guessed the wrong way the defender was going.
Oh, yeah.
Even when I was defending and I was being defended.
You good for me to advance?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Weekly awards. Let's see.
Who got him? Yeah,
Well,
look at that.
I didn't get defensive again. I've been sucking last 2 games. I got Melvin Gordon again.
I see that.
Yeah.
21 or 29. I didn't know where I finished at.
Mm.
Who's won the Pro Bowl?
Oh no.
Me. Wow, Love? Really?
Trevor Lawrence. Oh, great playoffs. Ooh, Preston Smith. Okay, we can advance it again.
Alright. I was upgrading here.
Oh, good.
I'm done now.
ha ha.
Yeah, I got MVP.
No. Again, daggone it.
Yeah, I got head coach of the year.
Again. Oh, it's back to that now. Dang. The freak. What? What? Oh yeah, I just upgraded him. I thought. Good question.
Wow.
What?
Jonathan Taylor's a 98.
Oh gosh.
Ooh, you won 28-24?
Yeah. I was trying to go for another touchdown. I was being safe. I was trying to go for another touchdown. I didn't make it.
I've scored 96 points in 2 games. What the heck?
Jeez. Wait, what you on, Mark? Oh. What?
Huh. What the heck?
What?
Hey, you got the AFC Offensive Player of the Year.
Oh, yeah. I've only got 94 with Melvin Gordon.
My stuff is 90.
Oh. Leg. Alright, y'all, this stream gonna end. I'm gonna head over to the Call of Duty. Yeah. Call of Duty.